Hollywood glamour, a 1,000-acre estate, and a mining town's football club worth £100 million. This is the Wrexham story nobody's talking about. All right, Wrexham fans, if you're as obsessed with the Red Dragons as I am, smash that subscribe button. Because what I'm about to show you reveals a completely different side to Ryan and Rob's story. Whilst we've all been watching Welcome to Wrexham on Disney+, celebrating promotions and singing at the racecourse, there's been another story unfolding quietly in the Cheshire countryside. Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively aren't staying in a Premier Inn down the road. They're not grabbing a meal deal from Tesco. No, they're residing at Carden Park Hotel, a sprawling luxury estate with its own spa, championship golf courses, and vineyard views that could rival anything in California. This isn't a criticism, far from it, but it's fascinating, isn't it? Because this contrast between Hollywood luxury and working-class Wrexham is actually the heartbeat of what makes this entire journey so compelling. Here's a club from a proper Welsh mining town, bought by two of the biggest stars on the planet, who split their time between red carpet premieres and rainy Tuesday nights in League One. The Carden Park Hotel has become the secret base of operations for Welcome to Wrexham filming. And understanding this hidden world gives us a completely new perspective on what Ryan and Rob have actually built. This isn't just about football, it's about two completely different worlds colliding, and somehow, incredibly, it's working. But to understand why this matters, we need to go back to the beginning. When Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney bought Wrexham AFC in 2021 for roughly £2 million, nobody knew what to expect. A Hollywood publicity stunt? A vanity project that would fizzle out after a season? The skeptics were everywhere. But here's what's happened since. 3 consecutive promotions. A club now valued at £100 million. Global recognition that's turned a National League side into an international brand. Welcome to Wrexham has become appointment television, drawing millions of viewers who'd never heard of the racecourse ground before Ryan posted that first tweet. The documentary changed everything. Suddenly, Wrexham wasn't just a football club, it was a story. And stories need to be filmed, which means Ryan, Rob, Blake Lively and Caitlin Olsen have been making regular trips to North Wales. But here's the thing nobody talks about. When you're filming a documentary about a working-class football club, where exactly do Hollywood A-listers stay? Enter Carden Park Hotel in Cheshire, just a short drive from Wrexham. This isn't your average hotel. We're talking about a 1,000-acre estate with 2 championship golf courses, a luxury spa, sweeping countryside views, and the Vines restaurant where Ryan and Blake have been spotted dining. It's the kind of place where you can escape, recharge, and still be close enough to film at the racecourse the next morning. The hotel has even capitalized on the Wrexham connection, offering guided Welcome to Wrexham tours of the area. They understand what they've got here, a direct link to one of the most remarkable sports stories of the decade. Behind the scenes, whilst fans queue for hours outside the Turf pub hoping to catch a glimpse of Ryan, the man himself returns each evening to 5-star luxury. And you know what? There's something beautifully contradictory about that. Here's where it gets interesting. Because this luxury retreat isn't a secret kept from the Wrexham community, it's been embraced by it. Brian Still, a born and raised Wrexham lad and die-hard Red Dragon supporter, works as a tour guide showing visitors around the town. He's been featured in Welcome to Wrexham, and he's got incredible insight into how Ryan and Rob operate. When asked about the Hollywood owners, Brian doesn't mention the money or the fame. He talks about how down-to-earth they are, how they've genuinely invested in the community, and their vision for Wrexham extends far beyond football. "You realise the height we are going to get to," Brian said with genuine excitement, "and I don't think we have scaled the height yet." Think about that for a moment. Here's a local Wrexham man who sees Ryan Reynolds stay at a luxury estate, who watches Blake Lively arrive in designer clothes, who knows the wealth and fame these people possess, and his response isn't resentment, it's pride, it's belief, it's hope. The Turf pub, run by landlord Wayne Jones, tells the same story. Ryan and Blake have left their signatures on red bricks inside the pub, just meters from the stadium. Wayne's become something of a celebrity himself in America thanks to the series. The locals have welcomed the Hollywood invasion because they can see it's genuine. This is the turning point in understanding Wrexham's unique story. The luxury retreat isn't a barrier between Ryan and the community. It's proof that two completely different worlds can coexist. The mining town and the movie stars, the racecourse and the resort, fish and chips at the Turf, dinner at the Vines. Both are true, both are real. The impact of this Hollywood meets Wrexham dynamic has been extraordinary. Carden Park Hotel has become a destination for football tourists wanting to trace the Welcome to Wrexham journey. Fans book rooms hoping to catch a glimpse of Ryan or Rob during filming. The local economy has exploded.
Wrexham itself has transformed into a celebrity magnet. Will Ferrell showed up. Channing Tatum wandered through town. Paul Rudd watched matches at the racecourse. These aren't publicity stunts. They're mates of Ryan and Rob who've genuinely become invested in this club's story. On social media, Wrexham supporters have shared photos of Ryan and Blake leaving Carden Park, dining at local restaurants, walking through town. There's a fascinating balance in these interactions. Fans respect their privacy whilst also celebrating their presence. It's a two-way street built on mutual respect. The local businesses have benefited enormously. Restaurants, pubs and cafes that once struggled now have queues out the door. The town's pride has been restored. Brian Stills' tours are booked solid. Wayne Jones at the Turf has become an international figure. This is economic regeneration through storytelling, and it's working spectacularly. But perhaps most tellingly, Blake Lively and Caitlin Olsen have become regular visitors themselves, bringing their families to Wrexham and treating it like a second home. That speaks volumes. This isn't a business transaction. It's become personal. The Carden Park Retreat represents something bigger than luxury accommodation. It's a symbol of how this entire Wrexham project operates, bridging two worlds that shouldn't work together but somehow do. From £2 million to £100 million in just a few years. That's not just inflation or clever marketing. That's genuine value creation. Ryan and Rob haven't just bought a football club, they've built a global brand whilst maintaining the soul of a working-class Welsh community. That's incredibly rare. The documentary's 5th series is due for release next May, which means more filming, more visits, more stories. The Carden Park Hotel will continue to be their base. The contrast will continue to exist. And Wrexham supporters will continue to embrace it because they understand something crucial. Ryan and Rob's success doesn't diminish Wrexham's authenticity. It enhances it. Think about where this club was just 4 years ago. National League, struggling financially, fighting for survival. Now they're in League One, competing for promotion to the Championship, with owners who split their time between Hollywood premieres and rainy nights in North Wales. The vineyard views at Carden Park and the terraces at the racecourse shouldn't coexist, but they do, and that's the magic of this entire story. At the end of the day, Wrexham's story has always been about contradictions. A club founded in 1864, now owned by modern Hollywood. A working-class town hosting international celebrities. Luxury retreats and local pubs existing side by side. But these contradictions don't weaken the story. They make it richer. Because what Ryan and Rob have proven is that you can bring Hollywood glamour to a Welsh mining town without losing what makes that town special. You can stay at a 5-star resort and still understand what it means to the lads standing on the terraces in the rain. From Hollywood to the racecourse, from Carden Park to the turf. This is our story, and it's far from over. Let me know in the comments, have Ryan and Rob got the balance right? Does the luxury retreat change how you see their commitment to Wrexham? Hit like if you're backing the Red Dragons no matter what, and I'll see you in the next one. Come on, you Reds!